So this is getting really weird. I Earlier today I posted a video up where I was condemning Vegan Ava of manipulating her 17-year-old boyfriend into getting a vasectomy at a veterinarian clinic in Thailand and expressing my genuine outrage of this fact. And then afterwards, shortly after the video was posted, I get a comment by somebody, and I didn't get the chance to get the name of the person because I thought the comment would have remained there, saying that started off by saying, David, don't embarrass yourself. That video that she put up was a troll video. Her boyfriend, I know personally, he's actually older than her, but he looks young. And so then I put up a comment saying, where is it? It's right here. Apparently the joke is on me. The video is a troll and Ava's boyfriend is older than her. But still, this doesn't change the fact that a man should never get snipped for the sake of some pussy. And then I got some responses on that where they want to know where I got this information from, that this video is actually a troll, that her boyfriend is not actually 17 years old. I don't know, because the person who posted the comment deleted it. Because I actually put a reply in there similar to the comment that I left, that I just read. And when I tried to click the button to post it, it wouldn't post. And it was because that person's comment was deleted already. So I don't know. It's a mystery to me. What do you think? Is she trolling? Is her boyfriend actually older than her or around the same age? Leave your comments. I'd be interested in hearing about this. Okay. But, let's say it was a troll. Okay, the joke is on me, right? I'm gullible. I take at face value for a good part. I take at face value what people say. And if they're blatantly lying to me, it's no big deal for me personally. Okay, you lied to me, you misled me. Unless they're trying to, defraud me of something personally, then I don't really care. It doesn't affect, I'm not embarrassed by the fact that I was fooled. Think about it, okay? Vegan Ava is a part of the Raw Till 4 cult in Thailand. It's plausible, right? That kind of scenario is plausible. And the other thing, I guess, is I'm a parent, I've got a 14-year-old son. And so as a parent, you get defensive when you hear stories like that. You just automatically, it kicks in and you are just like outraged. That's just typical parent stuff. You literally lose your mind in the moment when you hear about this kind of thing happening, because you think about your own child and what you would do in that situation. So, but that aside, if this is actually a troll by Vegan Ava, just so that she can become famous like Freelee the Banana Girl and live on permanent vacation in Thailand, how pathetic is that? Really, how pathetic can you possibly get? How low can you get? This person has no ethics whatsoever. Yeah, wow, that's sad. It's really sad. She's doing whatever she can in her power to actually have to work for a living. She's hoping that she can be supported by social media, so she doesn't really have to go out and ever get a real job. Yeah, it's just pathetic. I have nothing more to say on that. And so if that's the case, then the only thing I have to express towards her then is not hatred. It's just like pity. Like, what happened to you? Get help, I don't know. Anyhow, But on another note, with regards to young men getting vasectomies, and there have been many young vegan men that have, under the influence of misguided leaders, have got vasectomies. And, you know, I actually got a vasectomy myself, and it had nothing to do with ideology or anything like that. Um, but I was manipulated into it for the sake of a pussy. And this is, as guys, like, okay, this is I want to talk man to man to you younger guys out there. You got two brains, okay? You have your brain inside your skull, and you have your brain between your legs. And up until, for me, I don't know, I guess it was late 40s when things started to shift. But prior to that, it was the brain between my legs that dominated everything. And it has led me into, for the sake of pussy, to do really stupid things and to justify actions that were completely wrong and ridiculous. But because there was this wonderful pussy there, you do stuff, man. It's a guy thing, like it's a weakness. And so, yeah. In my mid-40s, I already had two children with who's now my ex, my wife, and that was great. We were quite happy with that. But she didn't want to have any more children. That was it for her. She was done, and so that affected our sex life to some degree. And she was trying to encouraged me to get a vasectomy, and I was just postponing it. I didn't want to do it. And then she finally, basically promised that if I were to get a vasectomy, that I would get unlimited sex. And so that was the selling feature for me. I was on my way to the doctors, just yippee, once I heal up, that's it, man. It's bang, bang, bang from here on in. Well, to make a long story short, it never happened that way. The sex frequency never changed. It pretty much remained the same. It wasn't like we weren't having any sex, but it didn't increase. It did not increase. Nothing changed whatsoever. Basically, she reneged on her promise, and ultimately, years later, we ended up getting a divorce, and she's now happily in love with another man. So that's, why am I telling you this? Because you might be in a relationship with a woman who's convinced that she never wants to have children again. And she may make promises to you that if you get this vasectomy, sex is going to be great. You're going to do things that you've never done before. And you won't have all the worries of pregnancy and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to go out and do it. Get the vasectomy. And maybe at first she'll follow through on some of those commitments, but the likelihood of her staying true to those promises are pretty remote. And there's a very good chance that you'll probably break up eventually. And then you're left with a vasectomy. You could meet somebody in the future that you fall in love with who wants to have children, and you cannot provide any seed for her to have children. And that would be unfortunate. And so I really encourage young men not to do it, especially for pussy. Don't do it for pussy. And how do you know? How do you know this is you're not being manipulated here? Well, you got to ask yourself honestly, is this your idea or is this her idea? Be honest with yourself. If you weren't in that relationship, would you be going off to the doctor to get a vasectomy? And if the answer is no, under no circumstances, I don't care what she promises you, and especially if she gives you an ultimatum that if you don't do this, you'll never get sex again or the relationship is over. If she says that, then the relationship is over. Believe me, it's only a matter of time. Or she would never put that on you. So don't do it. There's many ways to avoid pregnancy. A vasectomy is extreme. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. If a woman is really certain that she never, for the rest of her life, wants to have children, then let her get her tubes tied. Why not, right? I mean, think of it like, if you break up, she can go off and change her mind and have children, but you're done. You're done. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. And I know you. Well, what about overpopulation and all that stuff? Look, it's not. Overpopulation is not a problem in the affluent world. In fact, the problem is the opposite. We have to, in Canada here, we have to import people to keep our population up. People with money, people that are wealthy, tend to have fewer children. That's just a fact. So, anyways, that's another topic. I don't want to get into that. Don't get a vasectomy for any ideology. Don't get a vasectomy for a woman. Only get a vasectomy when you reach a place in life where you're certain you don't want any more children. Now for me, fortunately, I already had 3 kids when I got my vasectomy. I now have 5 grandchildren on top of that. I'm good for the rest of my life, and I don't want any more children. But I mean, what if, like, okay, I'm 56 years old too, okay? What if I met somebody in her mid-30s and we fall in love? Now, this is possible, okay? And she wants to have her own children. She doesn't want to adopt or anything like that. I'm screwed. I can't do anything about it. And so now, for me to meet, my future companion, I have to keep that in mind. I would not allow myself to get seriously involved with somebody that wants to have children. It would not be fair for them. And so that's my predicament right now. I'm okay with it. I really don't want any more children. But I don't know. I mean, had I not got the vasectomy and I met somebody that was younger than me that wanted children, maybe I could have been persuaded otherwise, but I'll never know that. Anyhow, that's just some food for thought. Have a great day. Take care. And is this a troll? Leave your comments. What do you think? Is he really 17 or is he older? Is this a troll, a pathetic attempt by Vegan Ava to up her viewership so that she can be on permanent vacation with Freelee the banana girl out in Thailand? Oh, the drama. The drama.